Well, I am glad I didn't do an NHL logo ranking video because that video would have been outdated. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I want to take a look at the St. Louis Blues and the Boston Bruins new logo and jersey design. Now, I wasn't planning on making a video on this. I actually had these two fun hockey jersey related videos that I wanted to do this week, but things kind of got a little hectic this week, and I'm just gonna save it for next week, so stay tuned for that. I want to take a look first at the St. Louis Blues, and then I'll do the Boston because that's the order of when I saw them. So with that, let's get into it. First, I have the St. Louis Blues. I'm looking at their new logo compared to their Heritage Note logo that they had in their third jersey. And I will say right off the bat, I think they improved it for the better. I've seen people criticize that it doesn't have a white outline for the home jersey, but I actually don't mind it. I do like that they made the lines a little bit thicker. The Heritage Note one that they're calling, that one is a little too thin. I do like that they have bolder lines, and it's for the best. And to be honest, I've actually said when I did a Winter Classic jersey ranking video, I even said I wish the St. Louis Blues can just go full time on these jerseys. I was not really a big fan of their home and away jersey colors. I mean, I know they're blue and yellow and white, but I just didn't like that shade of blue and that dark blue. It just wasn't working for me. I kind of liked their Winter Classic jerseys, and here we are. Like, they made the right call. I will say that when I look at their previous logo compared to their now new one for the following season, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. I mean, I still think they did an improvement. They updated their logo for the best. They made the right call. But I will say their previous one, which is now going to be their third jersey, is not as bad as I thought. But I do like the improvement, the colors, and everything that they did. Now, I do want to look at their secondary logo. They have one that's the fleur de lis. There's one that's that STL style logo, and then they also have that trumpet and the St. Louis Arch, and I think it's called the Mississippi River under it. Right off the bat, I do love that for the list logo with the note. It's beautiful. I do have one complaint about it, but I'll get into that later. Even their STL logo, it's great. I believe that's going to be on their pants. When it comes to the trumpet and arch logo, I like it. I like the meaning behind it, but I don't really like it that much. I don't know what they're going to use it for, but I will say, when they reach their centennial, although it won't be around when that happens, this would be a great logo. Just add another arch and the Mississippi River, and it'll be a great 100 logo. I think it would look amazing, although it's going to be compared to the McDonald's logo, but still, I do like it for that. I'm not a big fan of it. Just looking at it like that, it's too vertical, and not a huge fan of it just like that. But I do like the meaning behind it from what I've read. But yeah, that for the list logo, it's very beautiful. I love it. I do have one complaint about it, but I'll get into that when I look at the jerseys. So here we have the home jersey, and it doesn't have that white outline like some people were complaining about. I kind of like it like this. It's the yellow already makes it stand out. I do like it like that a lot. You can see you don't need a white outline. It doesn't need it. So I do like it like that. Just love those colors. It's very similar to my channel, my TV logo. So I just love those colors. Here we are with a little bit of the uniform with the pants, and I do like that the STL. It's on the pants. It's in yellow, and it looks great. No complaints about that. But here's where I kind of have this little complaint about the Fleur de Lis logo. If you're looking at it right now, it's not there. And I think it's a missed opportunity to have that on the shoulders. I would have liked that on the shoulders. It would have made a great shoulder logo. I don't think it needs to be on the away jersey, and we'll get into that in a bit. But I do think that Fleur de Lis logo would have been great on the shoulders. I feel like it's missing. So I would have preferred that, even if it's in white, not in yellow. I would have liked it. I would have liked it on there. And then we have the back. I feel like the back could have used an outline, like for the numbers at least. maybe a white outline would have made it pop more, but I don't really care that much. I mean, any of my hockey jerseys do not have names on them. I like my jerseys blank, so for me, I wouldn't really care. But I do think it might be missing an outline, something on the numbers. Now we have the away jersey, and this is what I'm talking about. I don't care if it doesn't have a shoulder patches, because you had that shoulder yoke design. It's very similar to the New York Rangers, I believe. Yeah, I like it a lot. And again, it doesn't need that white outline or anything. It's just that logo just on its own with the blue and yellow. Like it a lot, no complaints. And here's another full uniform minus the helmet, and with the name on the back. I think it's fine like that the way it is. You only need an outline for the numbers here, so it looks good. And that's it for the St. Louis Blues. Let's take a look at the Boston Bruins, because I actually have a different opinion on that. Now, for the Boston Bruins, they have two logos, one for home and one for away. So this one is the away logo, and the B is black, and the outline is in black. And it's not that bad. I will get into it in a bit, but here's the home one. It's yellow circle outline, and the B's in yellow. They're both okay. They're not bad. I don't hate them. I just don't love them either, because I feel like with the away one, they could have used a yellow outline inside the circle, because I don't like the way those yellow lines are just going into that wheel. I mean, I'm not saying it looks bad either. I'm just saying, just looking at it off the top like that, I just feel like it's missing that yellow outline inside. That's just what I think. And same with the away one. It could have used a black outline inside that wheel. That's all. But when I compare it to the old logo, I actually like the old logo more. I feel like it's more intricate, I guess you could say. It's more like the new design is too simple, and I feel like this is just more bolder, the previous logo. And I still like it. I just think they didn't improve it. I think they just went a little bit down. Still good. I know I'm repeating myself, but I still think I still think they did a good job. I just think they simplified it too much. I don't think it was their previous logo. Like I think the St. Louis Blues did a good job. They did it for the best. This one, not as much. I will say though, I do find it interesting with St. Louis and Boston is that they both kind of have this connection with the Red Wings, because St. Louis uses the feathers of a wing, while obviously the Detroit Red Wings, and then here is kind of like that spoke wheel, and the Wings also use a wheel like the wing wheel logo. So kind of interesting connection there. The secondary logos, they use one for home and one for away also. One's for Boston, one says Boston, one says Bruins. Again, they're not bad. I think I would have maybe liked it if it was maybe done in yellow instead of white, but that's just nitpicking on my part. And when it comes with the jerseys, again, it's not bad. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a Boston Bruins jersey. Nothing really. Don't love it. Don't hate it. They're not my favorite. They're not my favorite jerseys to begin with, so that's kind of why. But yeah, the name is good. Also, you know what though? If they're gonna do a logo simplified like that with no outline or anything, maybe in this situation, I don't think the name and number would have needed a white outline. Maybe just straight up yellow, and that's it. That's just my 2 cents on that. And this is the only image I have for the away jersey. It's again a very nice, clean white jersey with their logo. And yeah, so that's it. That's all I have for this video. Now, which jersey I like more? I'm gonna say the St. Louis Blues. I like their brand a lot more. But which jersey would I buy? As much as I would rather buy the St. Louis Blues one, I would get the Boston Bruins one. And I'm not going to explain why in this video, but I do have a video coming up that I want to do this week, but you'll understand why I would get the Boston Bruins over the St. Louis Blues. And yeah, so please hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a quick one, and I hope I get to see you on the next one.